we'll be talking about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to Sunday's games. First game we got is your boys. The Eagles travel into the Meadowlands to face the New York Giants at 1 p.m. on Sunday.
And I'm going to tell you what, I'm a lot happier to see them go into a place that they've already won. They're very familiar with the opponent. They've played them twice. They play them twice every year. Right. I'd much rather see their second-round matchup with the Giants than have to go in and play the Panthers. So I'm excited. I think they stand as good a chance as anyone to win this game. I think the Giants have kind of coasted in at the end of the season. Yeah. I'm not taking anything away from the Giants. They're a great team. They're going to go as far as that running game.
I agree with you 100%. And I think one of the big things with all these matchups in the buys, people are like, well, they've got 2 weeks rest. Every game, the Titans, I think, have faced the Ravens this year, so they know each other. The Steelers, I don't know if they faced the Chargers earlier.
I don't think they play that. It's not like facing a division opponent that you see twice a year, every year.
But you prepare for them sometime during the year with these games that are like the Cardinals played the Panthers earlier this year, and with this game, it's a divisional matchup. The teams have already played twice this year. They split it. The Giants won in Philly. Philly won in the Meadowlands. And one of the things that the Giants don't have, in my opinion, going into this game, they don't have a tremendous amount of momentum like the Eagles do. And they don't have Sam Madison, which I think is a big factor.
Here's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see the Cardinals win by 1, the Eagles beat the Giants, and then the Eagles play the Cardinals. Because we will beat the Cardinals to death. I firmly believe that.
And I will fucking gloat in my glory because even though I'm not a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I'm a Washington Redskins fan. Who did I pick to win the NFC?
Yeah, you said that before the season started.
Yeah. So I had the Eagles going to the Super Bowl.
Now, on to the last game on Sunday.
Yes.
For me, this is hard because I dislike both teams so much. But I dislike Phillip Rivers even more than I dislike the entire Steelers team. And this pains me to say it, but I want the Steelers to win. I do, because I cannot stand Phillip Rivers.
I just, the Chargers are on a good run. They look good. Obviously not completely healthy, but it doesn't matter.
If they want to win, if they want to win, they leave Darren Sproles in. LaDainian Tomlinson sit down on the bench. And I'm going to tell you what, if Minnesota would have left Chester Taylor in and stopped trying to give the ball to Adrian Peterson, they would have beat the Eagles. Because Chester Taylor gets upfield and gets through the hole. Just like Darren Sproles.
You pointed that out. A lot of people have said that. Sproles is going to be far more effective than a banged up LaDainian Tomlinson. Right. He just is.
But it's funny. 2 years in a row, the playoffs roll around and LT's hurt. Last year he tried it and couldn't go, and he got criticized. This year, there's no criticism because obviously he's hurt and he can't perform.
He's got a detached groin tendon. That is a nasty injury. A detached groin tendon. I mean, and I could be wrong, but that's what I thought I heard. A detached groin.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And that is something that you just don't bounce back from. Anyway, moving on. The Steelers, anybody, they have the best fans in the world when they're not playing.
Oh, they have the
when
best
you're
fans.
playing in their environment and those terrible towels get to wave, and that is a fucking hostile environment to go into. They're going into that being a West Coast team, making the West Coast to travel all the way across the country and playing it. George laughs at me when I say this shit, but traveling will fuck you up. And they've got to go play in Pittsburgh, and we both know what the weather's been like.
Oh, all these games are going to be outside, and it's going to be nasty.
It's going to be nasty.
This is the way football's meant to be played.
Yep.
For all these casters who are like, well, they should just be played indoors. No, football's about the elements. That's why we play football here in America, because this is what we like. Yeah. We like the rain. We like the snow. We want the cold weather. Now, for all you people who go watch it, my hat's off to you, because you will not catch me. I don't care if the Eagles won the Super Bowl and they played in Siberia. I'm not going.
Right.
I'm sitting at home, and I'm watching in the comfort of my own home.
I'm
dry,
right.
I am warm, and my stomach's full, and I'm not broke.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
They're going to have to go into the Chargers are going to have to go into the Steelers' home
and try to win, and I don't see that
at 4:45 kickoff.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold. If the sun's going to go down by the second quarter, it's going to be cold as a bitch out there. It's going to be a fucking nasty environment. I don't see it happening, but you know what?
So a quick recap of who actually it looks like Kevin and I have agreed most of the way down the line here. We got the Ravens winning the first game over the Titans. That's what we believe. Second game, we have the Panthers winning
over the Cardinals. Yeah.
And then third game, I'm going with my Eagles.
Yeah.
So
I gotta say it's a toss up. I'd like to see the Eagles win, but it's a toss up. And then I got the Steelers.
Yeah, and then I'm sadly going with the Steelers.
Yes. Now. Before we go about this, one of our big things that a lot of people talked about was the whole issue with Rob Parker calling out Rod Marinelli.
Marinara?
Rod Marinelli. Damn, I must be hungry. I'm thinking about marinara sauce and shit. You should cook up some spaghetti on this motherfucker, man. and just have a bowl week reason while we're doing the show.
This show would take.
I don't think these people
This show would take 3 hours to do.
I know, that's fucked up.
Anyway, Rob Parker no longer has a job. Supposedly he quit.
He quit. Some rumor has it, and through a lot of sources,